Welcome to the Re-Installment of Ever See a Ginger Snap. I'm your host, Eddie. I'm the ginger, except it's not ginger anymore. It's a little gray, it's a little white. And I'm here with my co-host, part-timer, Chelsea, my beautiful wife. How are you doing?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're joining us, some of you probably know, I ran a podcast called Pay My Dues. That obviously fell through. But I wanted to continue working on that project, and just going back to my roots. And still want to talk about sports, still want to talk about wrestling. I dragged my wife into this project, so we're going to see how this goes. We're just going to talk about a bunch of random stuff, evolving, all the things, because we're evolving and around. But yeah, we're going to talk about sports, we're going to talk about wrestling. I'm forcing her to watch everything now.
Yes.
To a degree.
Well, I've also, chosen to, though, because you asked me to do this, so I feel like I have to...
See, it's forced her. I didn't put a gun to your head, but...
No. I want to at least be, semi-knowledgeable and not look like a total fool.
I make myself look like a fool anyways.
I know.
It's all part of the fun games.
Yeah, but I don't want to be like a ditzy girl that, doesn't know what she's talking about.
Is that what they're called? People that don't know what they're talking about? Ditzy people?
No. No. I don't want to insult anybody. No.
Oh. I mean, you could. This is a free world. So, talk about football. Right now, football is the most important thing. There is a baseball playoffs, but we don't really watch baseball. We just go to the games for fun.
No, well, that's because the Rays aren't really in it, though. If they were in it, I feel like...
Maybe keep up with it, yeah. Baseball takes a long time to watch.
Oh, I don't even think. The Cubbies aren't in... Are they?
Don't even ask me. I know San Diego's in it, LA's in it, New York's in it. Houston got eliminated. I know that.
Did they really?
I think so. I could be wrong. See, we don't really...
Yeah, we don't have any attention.
Football's on, so it doesn't really matter.
Which is interesting, too, because it's the first year we've watched football games, religiously every Saturday, every Sunday.
Yeah, we're still trying to manage that with kids.
Oh my gosh, these little boys. They'll figure it out, though.
Yeah.
It's gotten better. We're 5 weeks in, it's gotten...
6?
Is this the 6th week?
I think so.
No, because you just said the Bengals were 1-4. That would mean they're 1-5.
It's going to straight to that. No, I'm talking about the college football, too.
Oh, okay.
Because Florida State played in Week 0. Both of my teams are a complete mess. But we'll
get there.
To that.
We'll get there. How I didn't write any Florida State stuff down.
It's hard to write about them and talk about them at this moment.
FSU.
Taking notes.
Yes.
Let's talk about wrestling before we get all into all the sports and football and stuff.
Okay.
So Bad Blood was last night.
Yes.
You watched most of it?
Most of it.
If not all of it.
Did I stay in for
I don't know. You always go to bed early.
I don't know. Well, yeah, we have a newborn. Of course I go to bed early. Are you kidding? I'm exhausted.
She'll be alright. You'll be alright. Yeah, you'll be alright.
Sleep when baby sleeps. Alright, first thing is The Rock coming back. I was pretty excited.
So you want to jump straight to the end of it?
Straight to the end.
No, spoiler alert if you haven't watched it yet.
Oops. My bad. No, I don't really want to start with Drew and CM Punk. They went old.
Made a terrible decision on letting the boys watch that. I'd probably get DCF called on me just for that.
I just hope they don't. I hope they have a nightmare.
Completely. Yeah, I think it was just a bad choice on my part. But they were so enamored by it. They were just like, I had to keep repeating it. Don't do this. This is not. Pretty much tried to tell him, without telling him, this is not real. This is just for adults.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't think about this.
You're not allowed to try this.
Never again will I let them watch that. It shouldn't have been the first match either. That was kind of tough.
Well, yeah, especially if, young kids are watching it. Yeah. But even so, you said there was somebody...
I tried to justify it, saying there was a 10-year-old in the crowd.
So bad. Dad, why is his face bleeding?
Can't tell you, Bill. Neither.
So bad.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Magic.
Yeah.
Devil.
So funny.
But yeah, that match was interesting. Thankfully, that feud's over. They get to move on and do their separate things.
They're going to?
Yeah, that's the whole point of the Hell in a Cell is for them to finish their feud. CM Punk won. He'll move on, probably pursue the championship. And then Drew, I don't know, he's just naturally good at what he does. Like, he's come a long way since he started, so.
I'm interested to see where Drew's storyline goes. But who is CM Punk gonna... Is he on Raw or... Oh, okay, so it wouldn't be with Cody. Because Cody's got his own good job on.
Yeah. He'll probably go after Gunther soon.
Gunther. Ring General.
It's one of my favorites.
Ridiculous. Man, sometimes I can't get with these characters.
Who is your favorite character right now?
That's a good question. I love Bailey. I've always loved Bailey, even when she was a heel.
Pam. Good old Pam.
Pam.
Good old Pam.
I can't even take her serious.
Good call out there on Scum.
Good job, Tiffy. I can't with the... I don't know. I'm so torn on, like, the girls now because they just look so weird. It's not... Yeah, just the women's division just needs help.
In what way?
I don't know.
Because they're all really athletic right now.
And I just can't. I just don't. I don't know. There's just something about it. I just can't get into it.
You don't like Chelsea Green? You guys have the...
Well, they're all ditzy. Yeah, well, we do have the same name, but, like, they're all ditzy, or they just speak a different language. Like...
Oh, that's true.
Like,
Japanese ladies.
And Asian and everything. It just, that...
Sorry. Don't want to offend anybody here. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, who do you like? That's what we're trying to get.
Oh, I guess I should go positive. No, I've always loved Bailey. Always loved Bailey. I love CM Punk. I've always loved him since I've watched it. I'm sad John Cena's retiring in a year.
I'll have to see him. Try to see him next year before he says goodbye forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always loved John Cena too. I don't know, but right now I'm excited. We'll probably talk about it. I'm excited for Jimmy to come back, and the boys love Roman. They do like the ooh-ah in the bedroom when they're wrestling all the time.
For the spear.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to do the Superman punch when they're wrestling.
Just what they need is for them to start punching.
I gotta teach them that. I tried to do the spear on them.
They do with, like, their Spidey and like, Dino. So they'll, like, do the ooh-ah and then spear their own. They don't spear each other. Well, I guess Devin tries to. Right? He did it once and Brett screamed.
Yeah. They look for, like, dead weight. Like, they fall over. Like, I gotta teach them how to sell.
No, I'm excited for, like, Roman and Jimmy and see where that goes and how that's gonna go. And I'm wondering if Jay's gonna get involved again with all of that now that, like, the family is, like, back together, not back together. But, like, where's Jay gonna fit into this? Are they gonna make up again, or is he gonna, like, just stick on his own?
It'll be interesting because he's got the Intercontinental titles, so it doesn't entirely make sense to just bring him in when he has the titles. But I mean, Bloodline has the tag team titles, so I would like to see them all team up again. Like, it's hard to... Like, there's true bond there.
Yeah.
Like, they're twins. Like, it's pretty much like, I mean, just like everybody says, like, they finish each other's sentences and have the same wavelength of that telepathic voodoo stuff. But
I don't know. I'm not a twin.
I don't know. Just go by what they say.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. It kind of reminds me, like, them coming back together reminds me when, oh gosh, what? The Shield. When the Shield, like, broke up and then they came back together.
For that short reunion.
Yeah. Yeah. That was fun. I really enjoyed them.
Everybody did.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the Shield. Seth Rollins. I really like Seth Rollins too.
He's back.
Yeah.
He's finally back.
Yeah.
He's got to fight that 350-pound monster, Bronson Reed. So that'd be fun.
Really?
Yeah. They're gonna have a feud because he took him out for a couple weeks. Maybe even a couple.
What was the other guy that Big Bronson Reed is? What is, like,
Bronson Reed and then Braun Strowman? Yes, I don't know where you're going.
I don't know. There's two guys that are like, I'm gonna make my own match or something. Who was that? It was like months ago. And they
Bronson Reed. Yeah, he just like go out there and maybe Braun Breaker.
I don't remember.
A lot of bronze going on.
Yeah.
Try to keep up with.
I guess I gotta. Yeah.
You gotta get in tune with the product.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so you wanted to talk about the main event, or we'll just go straight there.
Yeah.
Bailey lost. She didn't get the title. What else happened throughout the night?
I wonder if Nia Jax was gonna knock Tiffy out at one point because she thought that she was cashing in.
Yeah.
That ref is sneaky.
So anyway, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns teamed up for the first time ever. That was interesting. Against the Bloodline, which was Solo Sikoa and
Jimmy.
Jim. No, Jacob Fatu.
That Jacob. Whatever. They're all.
No, Jay's. I guess it's really confusing. Cody and Roman ended up pulling it out. Jimmy came to save the day. Still has Roman's back.
Sneaky.
Because he never, Roman never turned on Jimmy.
Mm-mm. Why did Jimmy walk away from Roman now?
He didn't. He got attacked, but so Roman disappeared. He went on vacation after he lost the title. And then Solo Sikoa took over and attacked Jimmy and kicked him out of the group.
Oh, so it's Solo's fault.
Mm-hmm. That's why he attacked Solo.
That makes sense.
Tamatonga and Tongaloa.
Oh my god.
It's hard to keep up with. And they're brothers.
Are they really?
Yeah. And
Jeez. Wow. I mean, I know they're all related, but gosh.
Yeah. So Roman was reluctant, like he thought he was all alone because Heyman's not there. Obviously, he lost. The Bloodline doesn't have his alpha
Necklace.
Yeah. That's disrespectful. But even butchering the name is pretty disrespectful too. So we're not Samoan, so
no. Yeah, but so The Rock coming back was pretty cool.
Yeah, he came back.
Which is not really surprising because he usually makes his appearances on, like, pay-per-views. Well,
PLE.
Sorry.
Get it right.
Oh my gosh. Go original. Yeah, so that was kind of cool to see him back again.
It was expected. Like, there were just rumors going around. He was already in Georgia. He had a PLE in Atlanta, so it just made sense for him to come back, especially during the story. So it's where it leads to now is like, who is he going after? He's going after Cody's or going after Roman? Because Roman, being part of the Bloodline, being the leader and everything, and him teaming up with The Rock's enemy, it's kind of like, hey, what are you doing? And then later on, they didn't show it on the PLE, but social media showed it that Kevin Owens attacked Cody Rhodes.
Oh, yeah.
So it's being led to believe that it'll probably be like a Bloodline Survivor Series deal, where it's like Roman Reigns and his posse versus The Rock and his posse.
That's interesting.
And then just the whole Samoan dynasty will be on the PLE. Just cover it all. It'll be pretty crazy. I mean, that's what I'm projecting. I don't know if that's actually going to happen.
I don't know. I feel like he might, based on like the 1, 2, 3 with the neck sleeve.
See, I never saw that. I just saw him doing acknowledging, and then he did that.
No, he did all 3. He did 1, 2, and then 3. He went like this and then turned around and walked away.
So yeah, we were talking about that earlier. You said because 3 strikes and Cody was done. So
because Cody has caused and like has crossed the line 3 times with him.
Mm-hmm.
That now Cody's neck is on the line.
You're gonna have a neck match? That's
Maybe.
Wow. I mean, they are going into all these different stipulations. They have the dumpster match, the ladder match. They had the Hell in a Cell match.
What did
Bloodline match.
This is totally random, but what did Sheamus call their match?
A Donnybrook match. It's
just a street fight.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's like the streets of Europe. I want to say Europe. That's very broad, but it's like England, Irish, like French. Like it's that.
Oh, over there.
Street.
No, American streets.
Yeah. That's not where they're from.
Like
but like that's. I mean, they're both because I think Pete Dunne is from England or London or somewhere over there, and then obviously Sheamus.
Yeah.
Is from the homeland.
Mm-hmm. Is your cousin?
Yes.
Your brother, whatever.
If I could just get ripped like him, that'd be amazing. Dude's shredded. And he's like over 240 pounds. It's impressive.
Yeah, that's a lot of food.
It is.
I don't know how they eat
It's
the
a proper diet, proper. I mean, you work out to fight, so you
Yeah,
yeah
you work out.
yeah you get it. So a lot of exciting things.
Oh, you know what we never talked about was Finn and Damian Priest match.
Oh, I get.
You missed the
I
whole
missed most of the matches.
Oh my
Disappointed, but Damian Priest won.
Yeah.
I don't think they're done with.
Oh, no. I mean, Carlito and everybody came out.
Yeah, it's I wish they would just kind of move on with the story. Like Damian needs to do his own thing. But we'll see what happens.
And Dom.
And then you get wrong. Oh yeah, yeah. So that one's obviously not done.
No.
Because Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan had their women's championship match. Dom was
Yes.
ascended, I guess, above the crowd. He wasn't over the ring in a shark cage. Almost fell to his death. That was insane. I thought he was gonna die, but he was
We legitimately jumped. Like, when he fell out.
crazy.
Yeah, that was
But
fun.
then Raquel came back because Rhea Ripley has caused all this damage.
I don't even know who he is. That is awful.
I mean, she's kind of had a lot of injuries the past couple of years, so she's not like well known, but like people who actually follow the product know who she is. She's just as strong as Rhea Ripley though, so it's
Oh, really?
yeah, they keep going toe for toe. They need to, and they obviously will.
Interesting.
But yeah, a lot of fun stuff going on there.
You know what I found really interesting, which I hate, man, I hate that Triple H had to have a question about this, but having like Jade and Bianca Belair and everybody up in like the suite and stuff, like they were not part of any of the call.
They were they were the host of the PLE.
But they weren't like on any card or anything, like, so, and then someone had the audacity, which, I mean, why we have to go there, but to ask Triple H if, like, why aren't there any other, I guess ethnicity, whatever you want to call it,
It's not broad ethnicity. There's not. I mean, all it is. There's not black people on the cards.
on that
At
card.
least in PLEs.
On any of them, or just specifically that one?
It's been a lot lately.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know the details of it. I just see the swirlings on the socials,
Yeah.
and not many people are happy about it. But he said he doesn't see color; he sees talent. And those are his words, not mine. It is a very interesting situation he puts himself in. Like,
Yeah.
and it's unfortunate that is still is the case. But you also want to be able to acknowledge like all the talent. So like. Weirdly enough, it sounds like black people don't have talent. Like the way, if you think about it, like if this is the trajectory of it, like you could easily spin that.
Yeah.
Um,
But they obviously do. I mean, Jade is like I know she still has a lot of work to do, but Bianca's really good.
She's one of the best. Naomi's really good.
Yeah.
You got,
Well, and even so, they had Naomi lose last week, so that Bailey was.
oh yeah, could be on the BLE.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Xavier Woods. He's got an Intercontinental title on Raw against Jimmy.
But that wasn't last night either.
No, it was on BLE. It's going to be on cable, though. So it's like, yeah, like picking your battles, like, where can I put the storylines? And I think he's in the mode where he's trying to make TV relevant, where people tune into TVs. That's why he's having all these stipulation matches through TVs and all these different championship matches on TV. And they're not all on
Oh, that's
TV.
interesting.
So, like, even tomorrow, I don't know if it's on Raw or when it's on Raw. Sami Zayn is going for the heavyweight title against Gunther. So it's like spreading the wealth to all, not just PLEs, but to the shows.
Yeah. Both Monday and Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting way to look at it. I mean, in his, like, business mind, too, like, there's got to be another reason.
For what?
In the background of, like, why certain people are on certain days and, like, certain parts and stuff.
Sees where it fits. Like,
Yeah.
into the story, into the timeline and everything.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, I just hate that he has to have those kind of questions. Like, why do we have to go there? Like, it's freaking 2024. Why do we have to go there? But yeah, I mean,
But if they don't question it, is anything going to be done about it?
right. Yeah, that's true. I guess so. Anything that stuck out to you?
No, I think I'm just excited to see where the storyline went. I want Cody to be done with the bloodline. I'm kind of over him being, like, I feel like it's still, like, he's supposed to be the face of the company, but that transition hasn't really happened yet with Roman to Cody, in my opinion. I just feel like they need to, like, I wish they would just be on separate shows. I think that's when that would be the case.
Yeah.
But we don't make the
I
vote.
feel like the excitement for Cody, people still love Cody, and everyone like shouts his song and stuff, but the excitement for Cody when he comes out is not there compared to when Roman comes out.
Yeah.
And notice it's dwindled lately. It's gotten less and less a little, you know.
I think it depends on the significance of the title. Like, he's only faced a couple of guys, like AJ Styles, Solo Sikoa for the title.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens for the title. So it's like there's not.
I think it's also a little more challenging because he's not a heel. So like when you have a face that has a title, like he either has to piss people off, because Roman would piss so many people off, and then now that he's a face, everyone's so excited to see.
So everybody respects him. Like he created, like he is the face behind everything. Like created the bloodline. Like.
But what I'm saying is he did that as a heel, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like Cody's never done anything really as a heel lately. So
He's never been a heel in WWE.
Oh, I guess not.
Since he's been back, yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of like the John Cena effect. Like, he had to please it. I wouldn't say please everybody, but appeal to the crowd.
Yeah.
He's good at it. Like, he knows what he's doing.
But I think if John Cena was there every single week, wrestling all the time and coming out and talking all the time, I think the excitement would dwindle for him too.
It did.
Right.
People turned on him.
Mhm.
And they wanted him to go heel. But Vince never let it happen.
Mm. But even so now that like John Cena is not around a lot, when he does come back, it's like,
It's just,
oh my God, it's so
it's just like
exciting.
AJ Styles coming back on Friday night.
Oh,
But it's funny you say that because there's I poked the bear on Instagram because one guy was like,
yeah.
Kevin Owens is officially heel because when he attacked Cody Rhodes, I was like, why do we have to label Kevin Owens as a heel? And a lot of people just, I wouldn't say got butthurt, but like try to explain it to me as if I didn't know, I haven't watched the product or anything like that. I'm just like, why are we labeling like if they're a babyface or not? Like Cody did this himself. Like Kevin Owens has been fighting the bloodline since before Cody came back to WWE.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, like, your enemy is my enemy, so we can be on the same page. It's like, no, like, he just put you through hell for over a year. And in Kevin Owens' case, it was for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
He's just trying to beat some sense into Cody, like, bro, like,
You can't do that.
get away from them. Like,
Yeah.
you can't trust them. But because Kevin Owens was the one that attacked Cody, it was like, and for future reference, like, it makes sense, like, because The Rock is a heel, and eventually it's going to be Cody versus The Rock.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like in time?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Really?
They've already set it up after WrestleMania. With their little weird handshake and title switching and conversations and stuff like that. So, it's just bound to happen.
I'm interested to see when that happens, though. With like, I mean, The Rock is always filming movies and stuff now, so.
Yeah, but he's one of the bosses in WWE.
Well, yeah, that's
Put
true.
himself in there.
He's part of the board.
He knows what, he knows what he's doing.
Do whatever he wants, really.
It could be Royal Rumble that they have a match. It could be WrestleMania they have a match. It could be
That's the one in Vegas that you want to go.
we might go to it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
For someone's birthday.
Because it's definitely not going to New Orleans.
No.
When the Bengals were supposed to go to the Super Bowl, but they're not. They're not going. Completely abysmal organization right now.
You want to go there now?
Yeah, I'm here now.
You're worried.
I'm staring at my bee right now on my chest. The bee on my chest. Just frustrating on it every single week in and week out.
Oh, gosh.
every weekend.
These poor kids.
Yeah, I don't take my anger out on them. I just
No.
frustrated, and when they're all happy-go-lucky, I'm like, we just freaking lost. Like, what are you so happy about? Well, we didn't lose, but
I have to admit, you did really well getting the baby to sleep, even though you were super frustrated.
get the call.
She did not notice, apparently.
No, I was super fidgety. I was trying to post stuff too. How pissed off I was.
Yeah.
Like,
Trying to pat a baby's butt and then post it the same time.
it's called multitasking.
Yes.
When you have
Maybe.
3 children, you have to.
Oh, man, hopefully she just calms you down. You're already calm, though.
You should rile me up.
Stop.
Would probably rile me up.
But
I need something else. S-A-W-T. Soft? Do you remember that?
No.
Enzo Amore?
No.
S-A-W-T. Soft?
Nope.
You don't remember that?
Nope.
I should embarrass myself in front of
No.
nobody. But yeah, Bengals defense is completely atrocious right now. I think I saw, probably have to fact check it, but Bengals scored, I think, over 100 points within the last 3 games. And they've only won 1 game. Joe Burrow has thrown 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. QBR rating is ridiculous, but he has a 111 QBR rating, and they're 1-4. Like, what are we doing? And then I remember a couple years ago he had an interview where he said, "Well, the window is always open when I'm here." It feels like the window is shut. They lock the doors. They are behind a barricade. They're in jail. They're in prison right now. And so are the fans, because watching this team is, I mean, even when they were good, when they were winning games, it's the same, like, every single, it's like week in and week out, where it's watching them, it's like one possession game.
Yeah. Well, and they're, like, losing in the first...
Well, now they're losing it.
No, like, they're losing the first half of every single game, and then all of a sudden decide to come back and win it. And
It's hard.
yeah.
And they do this every year, where they start really, really bad in the beginning of the season, and then they somehow pick it up. But, like, we were watching Sunday Night Football. One of the McCourty twins was saying, like, that's not championship style football. Like, you need to bring it on, like, as soon as the season starts. Like, enough of this pretty much shit that they start in training camp, where they're not on the same page. They're fighting and arguing about who's getting paid, who's playing, who's injured, who's not. Like, it's literally the same thing every single year. And I feel, I don't know if it's coaching, I don't know if it's the owners, I don't think it's the players, but...
Well, it's something I was thinking about, too. I wonder if it's, like, overall morale itself. You know, I mean, especially, like, you can't, especially with all this Jamar Chase stuff, like, you can't expect that to not affect the morale of the team. Like, it's all in the news, it's all over the news, it's all over social, it's all over everything. Like, you can't not see that as a team.
It makes it, like, not trust the organization. Like, everybody knows, like, I think he had over 200 receiving yards today. I'm not entirely sure about that, but...
But, like, that can't not affect...
the rest of the team.
Right, the overall...
You can't trust the ownership and coaching.
Right.
If you can't get this deal done, especially when they said... Now, the thing is, it's like he said, she said, but Jamar Chase came out and said, like, we were supposed to have a deal. Like, we were going to work on a deal before the season started, and everything fell through, and they didn't follow through with it. Like, because the numbers weren't there, like, nobody was matching up with the numbers. Like, Jamar Chase has proven that he is one of the best in the league, and he can easily reset the market, but they chose not to. The ownership for the Bengals is historically known not to make deals during the summer, or, like, during the season. So, like, we have to wait till the end after the season's over for them to even start the talks up again.
Right. Well, and I mean, I think that if he, and on top of the fact that he didn't actually practice or anything with, like, you know, for like preseason and everything, and then never, even the first game, like, it was questionable whether or not he was even going to play.
Oh yeah, it was like the day out that, oh yeah, he's playing.
Yeah.
Or no,
No,
I think he was out because he was sick. He had food poisoning. Yeah, it was like a toss-up.
Yeah.
Because T. Higgins ended up being injured like
Right.
the weekend too.
and then all of a sudden he suited.
Which one?
Jamar, like all of a sudden he has
Yeah.
pads on.
Oh yeah.
You know, so like how can you even
And then why are you letting the player decide that? Like,
right?
That's-
So like all of your
yeah, where's the leadership? That's
the
pretty.
whole league, like you have a game
Even-
plan.
Even like Joe, like he's playing really well, but like where's his leadership? Like when it comes to the rest of the team, he's like, yeah, in his post conference, he's talking about how, what did he say?
You posted an Instagram about it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I told him like, freaking step on their necks, like
Yeah.
let's hold each other accountable and be like, hey, I'm doing my part, like. Let's be a team. We are a championship style team. Like, let's play like it. Let's execute.
Mhm.
And they're just getting run over every single week. The defense. I don't know what the problem is. Like, even the coach, Lou Anarumo, like, when they won the Super Bowl, he was projected to be a coach. Everything fell through and didn't get signed or whatever. I mean, even the last, like, following 2 years, they did really well. And then all of a sudden this year, like, they don't have the pieces there for whatever reason. Like, it seems like the secondary keeps getting injured. The linebacking core is good. Like seems like there's no issues. They're always all over the place, especially Logan Wilson. He's one of the best players on the team, and Pratt. You got both of them all over the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then the defensive line is always injured too. So I don't know. It's hard to. And I don't know where you go to change it. I don't know who's in free agency, if there's somebody they can pick up. But again, they don't like to spend money, so who are they going to actually bring in? But something's got to give. Something's got to change.
It's got to come from top down, though. I feel like it has to come from top down. Like, if morale is awful, that starts from top down.
So we're screwed, is what you're saying?
Yes. Unless Joe decides to turn on and be like Tom Brady when Tom Brady was a quarterback and, like, ripping everybody.
I think he's still trying to find his edge there. Like, he seems like so composed. Like, I don't remember ever seeing him angry. Like, he bottles everything in, so I don't know if I've ever seen him, like, snap on people. Especially on the sidelines. Like, you would typically see that, like him, like, breaking iPads or
screaming at everyone.
Screaming at people.
Yeah. Well, he even said it in, oh my God, poor Baker, but Tom Brady even said, like, last week, like, if I wanted to have fun and go to Disneyland, like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, like, we're not here to have fun. We're here to win games.
Yeah.
You know, so, like, if you're not doing your part, like, I'm going to whip your ass into shape.
Yeah. It was just like, who was it? They said, like, personality is everything, too. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Joe does not have that type of personality where it's, like, super aggressive. He's, like, super composed, super calm with everything.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of being that leader and figuring out how to pull the best out of your teammates.
I wonder if he's an introvert, too, and doesn't like confrontation. But plays football, maybe.
I would say so.
Yeah. You want to talk about the Bucs? Or not really?
Yeah, they blew out your game, too.
Your girl's a Bucs fan.
What was that?
It's a girl thing, don't
So
worry.
they're different.
The Bucs, yeah.
It's interesting because both teams, I feel like, are MVP caliber players. They're quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, again, the Bucs blew it at the end of the game. Like, they controlled the entire game, and then at the end, the last drive, they had no aggression to push the ball to get a first down or anything. They just ran the ball, kept getting penalties and everything. And then, what was it? They gave Kirk Cousins 80 seconds left in the game.
Yeah.
Came all the way back to was it a touchdown? Or no, they kicked a field goal at the end of the game to tie it. Went straight into overtime, and then they got the ball, and I think within 3 plays, they scored a touchdown. Game's over. It's the AC.
I think he turned up. Hey, you hear that?
It was done.
At least it's not ringing. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed. It's ridiculous. But even so, and then Baker was at the Memorial Lawn concert the next day. Like, what? What are you doing? Like, what's...
I mean, that's where he works. Bailey was going in for a workout, and then Morgan was there. He's like, "Oh, what's up, bro?"
In a cowboy hat.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta kind of live a little, though. Like, can't just dwell over
the loss.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Because it wasn't his fault, in my opinion. That was just bad coaching. Like, why do you run the ball 3 times?
Do they have to run the play that the coaches call?
No, they can audible it. There's a lot of factors into it. They can call an audible if the coach lets them. They'll get a package of series of plays where they can make adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Yeah.
Like, I wonder if he could have been like, "This is a dumb idea. I'm not running."
Tom did that a lot.
Yeah.
Peyton did that a lot. Peyton's known for, like, no, I'm not doing that play. I'll call my own plays.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
That's why they call him the quarterback whisperer.
I enjoy watching Peyton and Eli, like, analyze games and stuff.
Makes you feel really dumb about football. Because I don't... They, like, know what's happening. Like, you got Nick Saban, you got, who was it, Bill Belichick now in media, and...
Even, we talked about this last week, even Tom Brady on, like, Fox, he has to, like, dumb it down.
Yeah.
And I feel like he could be, he just has to dumb himself down for the way he talks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I could learn so much just by listening to Tom Brady be an analyst on Fox.
Bunch of wizards out there. I mean, they're champions for a reason, so... And it just... Because I only know a small high school football, and, like, as you get older and grow and go into different programs and stuff like that, it just elevates and changes, and there's different schemes and positions and stuff like that.
I do enjoy watching Nick Saban on Saturdays doing, like, his
breakdown of teams and plays and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And he usually has, like, Kirk with him. So, like,
it's like Kirk or Reese Davis.
Yeah, sometimes Reese, don't you? I don't know. I think I'm starting to get into college football a little more. I never really paid attention.
There's a lot of that's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting. I think there's only 4 teams that are still undefeated at this point in the season, which is pretty wild. But they all expected this, like, because the competition is higher. There's more. Like, the Big Ten has, golly, like 20 teams in their conference now. A lot of teams in Pac-12. And,
all the conference changes and stuff. Yeah.
So the competition's a lot higher, which is what people want.
Yeah.
Just to see, just game 2 juggernauts. So,
seriously. I feel like people are still talking about how the ACC sucks still, though.
But they do. Seems like a lot of people are saying Miami hasn't played anybody. I mean, Clemson had 1 loss. I don't remember who it was 2. But those other 2, those are only 2 teams that are relatively, like, relevant in California. I mean, Cal was good, but they have 2 losses now. Stanford. So it's there's just a lot going on. There's over 120-something schools in college.
Oh, really?
Play in the division and, like, the FBS. So
and they tried to narrow it down to 4?
4 conferences?
No, like 4 teams for the playoff every year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but by the end of the year, you can tell who's actually good.
Yeah, but...
Don't get those people started. Florida State's been whining ever since, and it's karma's getting them now.
Yeah, that's true.
I hated that people cried about that.
Last year in the economy.
It sucked. Like, the positioning was bad, but...
Well, yeah, you have no reason to complain now. You look terrible.
Yeah.
You didn't deserve it.
No. Someday. It's hard. It's hard. And the fact that, like, we're getting back into football, this is the hardest year for both teams to be watching. Total of 2 wins so far out of 11 games. Odds are looking great.
Yes. I don't know. I'm interested to see what happens with DJ. Whether or not
he's going in the corporate role. I think he's quitting football.
Oh, well, he worked his finger anyway.
Yeah, he had a procedure on his hand. He's supposed to be out for several weeks.
Okay.
So, 6 more games left.
Is he a red shirt?
I don't know. He's like in his just 4th or 5th year eligibility. I don't know what's going on.
I just wonder if he'll be there next year. So he's not going to go into the draft or anything.
I'm not his agent. I don't know.
Wow.
I refuse to say anything about that guy. Man, it's tough to watch football. But then again, it goes back to, it's a whole system. Like, obviously, coaching, everybody softened up. Like, nobody held anybody accountable. Blocking was atrocious. There's no star players on offense. Like, there's nobody to bail them out or anything like that. So it's like, who would have confidence in an offense like that? Nobody's stepping out. Nobody's doing
Go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you would try to find somebody, they would drop the ball. So which is weird because Florida State has always been known to have at least 1 or 2 good receivers. And when we lost Johnny Wilson last year and Keon Coleman, like, it's been, nobody's stepped up to replace them.
Yeah.
I mean, ever since, even before they won the national championship, they had Kenny Shaw, they had Kelvin Benjamin, they had Rashad Green. It's those are the good old days.
He keeps talking about how, like, anybody that Norvell brings in, you have to develop them.
He feel that?
No, just things that I've read that, like, Norvell, like, develops quarterbacks and stuff. But, like, that, did he really develop Jordan Travis? Or was Jordan Travis already good? And you know what I mean? And that brought
it all goes to being put in the right system that works for you. So, like, you have to be able to, I feel like there's so many factors, which brings it down to the coaching. Like, how are you coaching? Like, how are you recruiting? How are you pulling these guys from the transfer portal and stuff like that?
Oh, that's true.
You got to be put in the right system. I mean, look at Cam Ward, the player for Miami.
Yeah.
I mean, who's to say he would have done the same thing if he went to Florida State versus DJ?
Miami must be a good spot. Yeah. Well, and the transfer portal itself is a whole nother topic conversation that I don't really know if I want to get into. I feel like it's like a cop-out, but especially raising boys, like, it bothers me that is even a standard.
That it's allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was created for the right intentions, but there's too many loopholes and COVID screwed everything up, and it kind of allows kids to where they were and just go find somewhere else. And now with the NIL and boosters and all that stuff.
I just can't.
We could talk about that another time.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah. Want to wrap up?
Sure.
Kind of just ending abruptly, but I feel like we've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, I highly doubt anybody lasted this long.
You never know.
Yeah.
If you did, thank you.
Yeah. We enjoy your presence. We hope you enjoy our presence in your ears and your eyes. Continue to follow along. We're obviously going to make this better. This is our first one. Have no idea where it's going to go. It just should be, we're just trying to make it fun. Never really expected us to talk about wrestling and sports, but we'll make it work. And we hope that it works for other couples as well, as where you can get spouses' perspectives on sports and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess we'll just keep it rolling from there. We love y'all. We'll see y'all later. Peace.